Hey, Nance. Nice. Good for you. Good for you. Hey, Joshua. Sorry if I keep popping out, buddy. Yeah, mostly Muay Thai. Take care, Joshua. Yes, Muay Thai. Holy shit, stop flooding. God damn. Oh my God. Here you go, Nance. I know you are, Dance. I know you are. Not sure what those numbers are, but yeah, don't paste those numbers in the channel. I took screenshots, but don't go pasting your numbers in there. I appreciate it though. Thanks, Nance. No, I'm right-handed. So the stream inverts the image. So this is my left hand. This is my right hand. Okay. The reason I don't have a glove on my left hand is because I'm keeping my left arm at rest for the next couple months because I pulled muscles here. So it's just a slow kind of recovery, so it's gonna be a pain. So I'm only doing strikes with my right arm. So, but this is my left, right? So I'm in an orthodox stance. Jab, cross. Jab. So I'm doing like little jabs, but like no real power, right? I'm just kind of measuring. C'est ma main gauche, c'est ma main droite. Le stream, il est inverti. Double 0,7. 0,07. Huit et 3, 11. Come on. I'm not gonna lie, this ditty here can't possibly feel good for anyone. Goodbye, spleen. Dice 14. Heart rate 170. Nance, you're my homie. Rehoboth is here. Footwork around the bag, don't lean on it. Yes, sir. As you wish. Hey man, my calf's on fire, buddy. All right. I'll get after it, man. All right. Vite. All right. Don't lean on it. It's fine. Just like 007, I am a cunning linguist. Hey, Mr. Jamil. Oh, hey, JJ. Welcome back, buddy. Si c'est 5, 11. Noise. Oh. All right. Si c'est 6, 12. All right. I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Hey, I'm back. Oh, man. Gotta get my fan back on. Blanca. Thanks, respect. Hey, Hood Particles. I do miss California, buddy. Yeah, the garage is empty. My daughter took the SUV to have ice cream with her friends. So she told me, Mom says it's okay. So I'm like, all right. A bit late, but that's fine. Henry 8. That's a new one. Henry 8. I'll have to look him up. My background, I started training in Jeet Kune Do like back in 2018. I would just take like group classes a few times a week, and then I don't know, after a few months I stopped going regularly. In 2019 I went a few times a year, but not much. The 2020 pandemic happened, so I stopped going altogether, and now I'll go to the gym maybe a few times a year. Part of it is difficulty aligning my schedule with the gym schedule, so it just kind of is what it is. Doing this at nights for me is just easier. So our coach taught us some basics of Muay Thai strikes. So like most of the kicks you'll see me do, it's pretty much Muay Thai influence, I guess. You know, the roundhouse, like all in the hip rotation, keep the leg bent a little bit. Teeps, things like that. Sometimes you'll see me throw some elbows when I remember to do them. I throw a couple blocks like that. I'm 48. I'm actually going to be 49 pretty soon, so in about a week. Thanks. Yeah, I look pretty okay for 48, but I look even better for an 84-year-old, right? So I've got that going. I can tell people I'm 84 years old and be like, I cannot believe you. And I'd be like, you're right. Whoa. Nah, I ain't telling. Oh, Syed. That's funny. Yeah, I mean, you know, bald-headed, bearded, white dude, right? There's a lot in that UFC archetype, right? But yeah, no, I'm just an old man, right? I do this for cardiovascular shape, so that's pretty much it. I try to make my form suck a little bit less. You know, when I practice, I try to, you know, polish my punches a little bit and, you know, make sure I do my hip rotation on the kicks and things like that. But mostly it's just for cardiovascular shape, so. I've never been in a fight, right? Not a street fight, not an amateur fight. Definitely not a professional fight, and I don't intend to ever be in any kind of fight ever. So I'm not doing this for like self-defense or competition or anything. This is just instead of running, right? So some people like jogging. I hate it. For me, this is more fun. This is something that I'm able to do every day. That, you know, may be boring to watch for most people, but for me, like, I enjoy doing it. So. Syed, you're funny. You'll find a lot of old timers are pretty chill, especially in my generation. Like, you know, we're a Gen X generation. We're kind of all out of fucks to give, you know. So, Sebas, you're back, buddy. Good to see you, man. Yeah. Gen X is like 1960 something to like the late 70s. You'll have to Google it. Hey Alberto, you know, I'm right there with you on that. I did say I'll never get into a fight, but I do have 2 teenage daughters. So, yeah. God forbid anything bad happens to them. Yeah. Oh, Syed. Yeah, I will say the streams do help me stay motivated, I guess. You know, it's one thing to work out and you're just kind of by yourself, right? That takes a lot of discipline. And it takes a lot of self-motivation and a lot of self-discipline, right? When you do a stream and you've got people kind of joining the chat and having a generally good vibe, it helps carry the burden of discipline, right? Because now you've got a motivation beyond discipline. You got a motivation that's like, oh, you know what? I get to have a little bit of fun tonight because I'm going to do this thing, hang out with my friends, you know. So to me, it's part of the thing, and you know, and it's similar to why people join a gym, right? When you join a gym, you are part of a community of folks who are all kind of working to improve themselves, right? And even though you may not be chatting with them, they're kind of all around you, right? And you're kind of part of that universe, and it kind of helps motivate you, right? So different people have different motivation, you know, frameworks, and this right here is part of my motivation framework, right? So hey Jay, welcome back. Yes, you absolutely do learn more in a gym. No question there, for sure. But like I explained earlier, I do belong to a gym, but it's difficult for me to align my schedule with the gym schedule. So like I can't really do 6 or 7 p.m. classes because that's when at the end of the day I'm really tired, and that's when I take my nap, right? So when I finish work around 5 p.m., I grab some dinner, and then I'll take a nap between like 6 and 9 p.m. and then I'll do this workout like between that. I'll start this workout around 9 and 10 p.m. Central, right? So it's not really a schedule that I can sustain at a gym. So it is what it is. And then on weekends the classes are only in the mornings, which again it's great for people who are morning people, but like I'm not, right? So I'm up early in the morning during the week to do work, but on the weekends I catch up on my sleep from the rest of the week. So on Saturdays and Sundays, like I really need to just kind of sleep in. So it is what it is. So my workout usually lasts about 80 minutes, 70 to 80 minutes. So I'm 47 minutes in. But I mean, that it does include breaks, right? Or like me talking like this, obviously. So when I do that, I do burn time. Yeah, it would be better for me to join a gym, but like I said, my primary motivation is cardiovascular exercise. That's my primary motivation, right? So I'm not looking to be a Muay Thai fighter. I'm not looking to be in any fight. So, I could be doing this, right? And that would be valid cardiovascular workout. I happen to try to, have half decent form. But if I did just this, right, it would still be valid cardiovascular exercise. So. Whoop. Oh yeah, the sidekick knee, yeah. All right, here we go again. So, first thing is, the stream is inverted. This is actually my left hand. To you, it looks like my right hand, but this is actually my left hand. This is my right hand. So I'm just doing good old orthodox stance, right? So when you see me do strikes, it's like jab, cross, right? Now, the reason I'm not gloving up my left hand is because I pulled muscles here a couple weeks back, and so for the next couple months, I'm trying to keep my left arm, for the most part, at rest. Like you'll see me do like gentle measuring jabs, in combos. But so I'm only putting power in my right hand. That's why. Oh, Aoi is back. Wait, is Aoi back? No. Is he? You did what? 11 punches a second? No, I did not see that video. I find that hard to believe, dude. But I'll look for it. Thanks, Alberto. It is what it is, you know. I don't know, Syed. I would say invest in your body at a young age, right? So do what I'm doing now, but at a young age, because if you do it young, if you exercise when you're young, in your teens, in your 20s, especially in your 20s, it'll pay dividends as you age. On the flip side of it, if you do what I did, which is just kind of, eat badly and not exercise and get morbidly obese, that's going to have compounding interest as you get older, right? You'll get exponentially physically worse every year after that in your 30s. So invest in your health as young as possible. The sooner the better. And also invest in your bank account. So if you're in the United States, get what we have here. It's called a high yield savings account. Something that gives you about 4% interest. It used to be 5%. Now it's more like 3.8. It kind of goes back and forth, between 4 and 5%. So, but get a high yield savings account, and then just put like $100 in there every month, and then don't touch it, and then just let the compounding interest. Get a IRA account as soon as you can. So, and contribute as much after-tax money into your Roth IRA account, and invest that money into like an index fund like VOO. It follows the S&P 500, and again, just pump money in there, just a little bit every month, and then just kind of forget about it. If you work at a place that offers a 401k account, do contribute to that, but like do it up to the amount that they match, right? So if your company will match up to 3% of your 401k deposit, just put 3%. Going above the company match is a little bit of a mixed bag in terms of returns, because sure, it's fully before tax, but you're not guaranteed that taxes are going to be lower by the time you retire. Plus, with inflation, things just kind of get weird. So just contribute up to your company match in your 401k, and then after that, put some more money into your Roth IRA, and then after that, put some more money into your high yield savings account, right? Like do these three things for now, as soon as you can. The sooner the better. So when you're young, the best thing you've got working for you is time. Time will help you build wealth. So just do these things. I never did these things when I started doing this like literally freaking 2 years ago. But it's done really well for me though, even in only 2 years. But that's because my income level is actually pretty high, so I'm able to make things worth my while. But anyway, like start early, and 401k, Roth IRA, high yield savings account. Like do those three things. And then in your high yield savings account, you want to try to build up like about 6 months of living expenses. try to have at least 6 months of living expenses in your high yield savings account, and just always kind of keep that there. Because, you know, especially here in the United States, like any of us can get laid off for any reason at any time. So you want to make sure you have like a healthy buffer, and you grow that buffer as much as you can. So, but yeah, so don't do your bank's savings account, because, you know, of course you have your checking account. You're not going to earn any money on your checking account. Just keep just enough money to pay your bills every month. And then all banks that offer a regular savings account, it's a ripoff, because you get virtually no interest on that. So that's why you want to make sure you get a high yield savings account, HSA, high yield, HYSA, high yield savings account. You want to make sure that any kind of savings that you have, that you put it in a high yield savings account, because that's actually going to earn you a fair amount of compounding interest every year. So. All right. Anyway, enough messing around here. There's virtually no downside of a high yield savings account. So it's the kind of thing that banks who offer regular savings account and high yield savings account won't actively promote their high yield savings account to you. They want you to get into a regular savings account, because they know they'll make more money off a regular savings account, because they don't pay you interest. But there are several companies that really specialize in high yield savings account. So anyway, I have my high yield savings account with Capital One, and I'm really pissed because I didn't even know that they had a high yield savings account. I had my money, I had a bunch of savings in there from like back when before they bought ING Direct. So I had a bunch of savings into a ING Direct savings account, which wasn't quite high yield, but it did have a little bit of things. And then they got bought by Capital One, and it got switched to some kind of savings account that got me virtually zero interest. It was really pathetic. And then I learned about high yield savings account like literally 2 years ago, and I was like, huh, what's that? And sure enough, Capital One had one. And so for me, it was like the quickest way to open a high yield savings account, because I could just instantly transfer all my money into theirs. But Capital One is not necessarily the most competitive. There's a couple of other companies that are more competitive. So you just got to shop around. Nance, you crack me up. One day I'll just do an ASMR stream for you in French, just for Nance. Yeah, go straight ham on the bag, huh? Rev Gear. The gloves are Rev Gear gloves. They're MMA gloves. Oh, thanks, bro. Thanks, Joe. Thanks, bro, Joe. As long as we ain't lying, right? Yeah. Bro. Oh, hey. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, buddy, eh? All right. I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right back. Bro. testing, testing. Testing, 1, 2. Am I here? Am I there? All right. Well, I'm about done, so. Plug my fan back in, recharge it. Here we go. Hey, am I back? Hey, you can bring the car in if you want.
Oh, okay. Are you live streaming?
No, well, I am now, but it's just facing my face right now. I'm done. So. Bro. Yeah, I'm done. Here's my road work for today. So 73-minute, 830 active calories. And my heart rate is down to 121, so. Thanks, buddy. Just grinding every day, right? So, yeah, it's always great having you, man. And the crew.
You? Do you need something?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No.
Oh. I'm going back.
That's right, Sebas. It hits different. All right, I'm gonna call it a night. So thanks everybody for hanging out. Have a great evening, great night, and if you're just starting your day on the other side of the pond, have a great day. Oh, Sebas, that's cool, man. Well, I'm glad that T-Boogie got to hang out on your stream. That's really good. Yeah, I think the two of you are going to grow your channels really fast. So just remember the little people when you shoot way up. So, but yeah, that's cool. All right. Well, have a good night. Take care.